Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. David Nair on air all the way from down under Brisbane, Australia. I understand we commenced this broadcast some time back, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it was only for regions of India, Australia, South Africa, UAE, US, Canada, and UK. We have actually moved on from there into Southeast Asian countries and into Hong Kong and Papua New Guinea. Ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you are, I welcome you to the platform. If you do have some questions following this interview, please do not hesitate to connect with us or send me an email at davidnair.net. davidnair.net. support@davidnair.net. Thank you so much. Who's this guy, David Nair? Very simply put, he's a peak performance excellence strategist, platform speaker, been on the industry for over 2.5 decades, worked in different parts of the world, and in the course of doing that was able to be involved with a lot of the hostings of on-air programs, roundtable discussions in America, and some of the sessions in Russia. I'm quite lucky, I should say, because I find myself in a position where I could help people evolve. My whole intent of having this is to create a mindset shift, a heart set shift, and a soul set shift in 1 million people, providing them a better lifestyle if necessary, and at the same time to leave behind a legacy for them, thereby creating hope for many people. To me, hope is very simply put HOPE. Help other people evolve. That, in a nutshell, is the reason why went back into India. And in the course of doing that, have developed masterminds in India. And I have two ladies from that mastermind. One, Enya, all the way from Nigeria, and the other lady from Northeast India. Her name is Namrata. Welcome aboard, ladies.
Thank you,
Thank
David.
you.
Our
Thank you so
pleasure,
much.
our pleasure. The whole intent here, ladies and gentlemen, is to share with you episode 9. I'm running through a series of episodes on purpose. Why purpose? Purpose primarily is the key and heartbeat to a person's growth. That's the bottom line. I akin it to a backbone, and you'll hear one of my videos on YouTube in relation to that topic. Ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, let me get each of these ladies to share their background, why they got into this, and how they're evolving through the process. Let's kickstart with Anya. How are you?
I'm doing well, David. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. And I say hi
Uh,
to everyone who is watching.
Please, yeah, it's great. It's a pleasure to have you on board and to have an hour-long conversation to share with the rest of the world what you're doing and how purpose has uplifted your life. The same with Namrata. Welcome aboard, Namrata.
Thank you. Thank you so much, David. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure. Hello,
Right.
Enya, and a
Hi,
very good
Namrata.
evening. Yeah, and a very good evening to all the viewers present here. I'm really happy to have you all. Thank you so much.
Fabulous, fabulous. Thank you so much. And yeah, why don't we kickstart with you? Why don't you tell a little bit about yourself, your background, and what got you to look at working with us?
Thank you so much, David. So my name is Enya Epelle, and I am from Nigeria. I'm a mind coach, and I have a niche in personal development and mind mastery. Um, on the 11th of October 2017, my life changed with the death of my sister. And she was just the only sister that I had. So we were really close. And her death really affected me. And I was wondering, what does life have to offer me? I knew that there had to be more to life than what I was experiencing. And I began to ask questions. I was having marital issues. Things were not going on well with me. But one of the greatest things that I realized, which is good, was my awareness that I was an angry person. So I had kept anger inside of me for a long time, and I knew that I needed help. So I took the decision to find help. And I went for anger management intervention. And from that anger management intervention and emotional intelligence also, I found out that there was an opportunity to become a coach, which had been something I had always wanted to do, but had no idea how to go about it. So here was this opportunity that just presented itself to me. And I joined them, and it was like I had found my tribe of people. So I was really interested. But then I began to ask more questions as to, now I have this understanding, now I have this background. What happened with my sister? I want to know. And that was when I realized that thoughts powerfully affect our lives. And that my sister, this is what I felt anyway, that my sister was cheated out of life by what she did not know. And because of that, I decided that as much as it depends on me, I would make sure that it would not happen to anyone else I came in contact with. I did not like the feeling of losing a loved one so early, and I did not want other people to feel that way also. So I remember the day I was just sitting down thinking, how am I going to help other people with this? And then I had this epiphany on how to help women act, ACT. And that was how my vision or my purpose was birthed. Because now what I do is to help people, but women especially, to awaken their minds to their inherent possibilities so they can create their dreams in ways they never dared and transform their lives from imagination to reality. So when I look at everything now, there was a glimmer of hope in what seemed like darkness. So that's about that.
Fabulous. Great, great. Not great that you lost your sister, but great that you had a journey. You had a journey that actually triggered some things inside of you, and in the course of doing that, got you back to the wall, and then got you to think and see where you could move forward. I'm truly blessed and happy to have you on the team in South Africa. But it's great to see transformations happening in what you do. Fabulous. And this is basically what I say, ladies and gentlemen. When your back is to the wall, you've got nowhere else to go but up. And that's the key element. Go forward and up. And each time you fall, you get up. Each time you fall, you get up. You fall 6 times, you get up 7. That's my philosophy. Never ever stop. Great. Thank you so much, Anya.
Thank you,
Welcome
David.
aboard, Namrata, all the way from Northeast India. Tell us
Thank
who you
you.
are and what profile did you come through with to help journey through from point A to point B in your life.
Before answering, I would like to congratulate Enya. I feel so proud of you to see your journey from where you were and how you handled the things. I'm very proud of you, Enya.
Thank
And
you, Namra.
thank you. Thank you, David, for the question. Actually, the answer to this question will be a bit embarrassing of my point A, but yes, definitely I have to bring it out to show to the people the journey that I have traveled, the distance that I have traveled. So, yes, I would like to say to the people that I am Namrata Jalan from Tinsukia, Upper Assam, India, and I am a mind shift coach, a parents coach, an NLP practitioner, and a motivator, and a very proud co author of the book Grail 2.0, Take Your Life Right with Purpose. I would like to start from the day of my life when my chartered accountancy results were out. I passed the exam in one go. I should have been happy. I should have been rejoicing, partying. But guess what? I was restless. I was angry. I didn't know what was going on inside me. I thought that what if I actually become a when I knew that I'll become if I go for it. But what when I become a CA, chartered accountant? I am a simple girl from a typical Indian family. I'll get married soon. I thought I'll be having my family and then I'll be having my work as a chartered accountant. Work life balance was not my cup of tea. I thought I am not a multitasker. I am a perfectionist. I need everything done properly down to the details. So it was a turmoil going on inside me, and I was very happy finally when I quit my CA. Simply, I did my graduation and was enjoying after that happy married life. But was I actually enjoying? No, I could not sleep for nights thinking for what I was doing with my life, what was going on inside. Actually, I didn't know what the problem was, but it was like a bug beating me every minute, every time. But I did not understand what, until when in our journey, a co-passenger, while chit chat with a co-passenger, she hit me with such a sweet compliment that it shook me. She asked me, after a course of discussion, she asked me, "What do you do?" I told, "Nothing. I am a housewife. I'm a homemaker." She told, "What? I just can't believe it. You must be doing something. You look like an officer. You talk like an officer. You behave like an officer." I said, "What?" This shook me from inside. There was a turbulence from top to bottom. I had sleepless nights. But I understood that this was the thing that was pricking me for the whole life. I was working under potential. I had the capacity to do, I was not doing it. Searching for things, my prefrontal cortex began to work, and my primitive brain was no more the hero of my life. Just taking breath, heart beating, blinking of the eyes, taking care of the family. No, this was not me. But I could not find the exact way where to move, what to study, what to do. I made a promise to myself that I am going to start learning no matter what. I did not know what to start to learn, but I started learning. I went out of my home every day, at least for 1 hour, to learn something, to improve myself, to do something for myself. After 12 years of learning, I thought I have become a very big person. I boasted to myself, "Oh, Namrata, you have got great tags with you now. You are a motivator, you are a soft skills trainer, certified trainer, you are this, you are that, you are that. So now what do you worry?" Then an angel came to my life and made me join the platform of mental resilience mastery, the mastermind. And here, during the course of sessions, our mentor, Mr. David Nair, happened to ask me, "Namrata, what is your definite major purpose in life?" Oh God, that was a complete smash to my all my thoughts of boasting on myself. I thought, what is this new? I have heard of goals, I have heard of aim in life, but what is this definite major purpose in life? But when David has said this, definitely it must be having some strong meaning. How to search for it? He gave me a book. The book Grail, Take Your Life Right with Purpose. That was a home production of our MRM community. And going through the book, it took me no time to understand that yes, purpose in life was utmost necessary. It was
Right.
there when I came to know that yes, purpose is necessary.
Fabulous, fabulous. So you worked through some of the internal turmoils that a big percentage of ladies within India are actually confronted.
Yeah,
As a community, I find it, Indian community myself, I find it a bit hard to sort of comprehend why certain values and certain associations are put, and how some of these challenges are inflicted on the ladies of India. But you stood strong, you came out of the issues, you came out of the challenges, and at the same time, you're able to steer yourself and become a great mom now, and at the same time, a fantastic wife, and at the same time, having businesses, number of places, and now working with a purpose. Thank you so much,
yeah.
Namrata.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me just throw a second question at you so you get a feel for where we're going to go with this. You've
Yeah.
explained about your purpose, how you went towards achieving it. Now, I want you to unveil what is your purpose and where are you going to go with it?
Okay. When I came to understand that it was very necessary for me to look for purpose in life, I began to search. Like when in thriller movies, when we know who the villain is, who the murderer is, we go back and search. Where was the villain? Where was the villain? I was searching for my purpose like that. That there must be a purpose hidden in my entire life. I have to go and search for it. During my search on my life, my perspective of purpose of life came in light when I saw the life of my father-in-law. My father-in-law is 75 now, and he is coping up with 15 years of dementia. Now he's not able to speak, he's not able to do his daily chores, but I have seen him before 15 years when he was fine. He was a workaholic. He used to work day and night. He was a helper. He was ready to help anyone, anywhere. He took the charge, he took the responsibility of the entire family. But then what went wrong? That he had dementia. That kept me. I brainstormed on it. I discussed with many people, and finally, the result that came out in front of me. What I think that he has dementia because he didn't have a major purpose in life. He didn't live for himself. He didn't love himself, and that shook me again. That day came the purpose of my life. I made a vow to myself that my purpose in my life is to help people bring out their purpose in life so that they can have a feeling of bliss in their life, thereby creating a ripple effect of peace, happiness, and satisfaction in the entire world. And following my purpose, when I live my life with purpose today, I can say with pride that yes, every morning I get out of bed with enthusiasm, jumping out that yes, today I have to pursue my purpose further. I live a meaningful day where all my focus is direct on my destination, where I have to move. All that unnecessary things, worries, and matters just wade off. I can move straight now and enjoy every bit, every moment of the process. I am just in love with the process. And every night when I go to sleep with contentment, with a lot of gratitude to all the people, to the universe, that whatever I am doing is all because of them and I am doing it right. There's a lot of satisfaction in my life now. Thank you so much.
Fabulous, fabulous, great. Um, it's good that you had that sunrise and you're able to now rationalize that and help others in that area. I know you've been doing some of this work up in the Northeast, and I would like you to just take a little bit of time, probably a minute, to share one last episode of your interaction with either the colleges or the institutions that you worked with and how they accepted purpose.
Yes. Well, in the last few days only, where I had a talk with some of the head of the institutions, where I during a normal chit chat, I came to know that this was the major missing in our society, and they have welcomed this so much. They want sessions from me now, where I could have practical training sessions and workshops and demonstrate to them how purpose in life is necessary. And yes, this I am doing. I have already started doing. Thank you so much.
Great, great. Now, let me move on from there to Anya. We're flying all the way to Nigeria now. Anya, can you please, through your journey, share how purpose evolved into you, but more important, how that has consolidated your life, especially your relationships, and then thereby taking it one step beyond?
Thank you so much, David, for that. And Namrata, honestly, what you shared about your father-in-law, I resonate with it deeply because that's the exact same way I felt when I realized that it was a lack of purpose that actually took my sister out early. So, yes, I think this journey of purpose is so interesting in the sense that, you know how it is when you take a step and then there's a ground underneath you. But when it comes to purpose, you're not really sure of the next step. But as you take that step, a portal opens, a vista opens, and you're into a new, dimension and territory. So when I came to that realization that this is what I wanted to do, then I began to share my stories. I created something that I could share with women because I knew that apart from even just my sister's death, I had gone through marital issues and struggles. So I knew that there were women out there who did not know where to go, who had all these issues and all these problems, but didn't know where to go. So I was trying to see, okay, so how can I help? And I started with doing Facebook videos, Instagram videos, as terrified as I was to do that. But I knew that I had to step out of my comfort zone. I had to stretch myself. If I really wanted to help people, then I had to put myself out there. It was one of the difficult decisions for me because I'm more of a backstage person. So I would do it. I know how I would sit in front of the phone and prime my mind before I would press the live button. But generally, I didn't know that people were beginning to listen, people were beginning to pay attention, And then some of my friends would say, "What's happening to you? You're changing. What's going on?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know. I've decided to elevate my life. I've decided that, I don't want to just be that regular, ordinary person and all of that." And gradually, I started having testimonials, started having feedback. People began to say, "Oh, I know somebody. She's a mind coach. Go to her." And that's how people gradually started coming with breakthroughs and little things. And I'm like, okay, so this is working, right? And then I remember one of my clients, and she came for, she needed help. And I looked at her, I knew that she had a self-image problem. She was going through a bad marriage and all of that. And I asked her, I said, "If I asked you who you are, what would you say to me?" She said, "I'm nobody." I said, "What did you say?" She said, "I'm nobody." There was a kind of fire that came up within me. Everything that I had learned, everything that I had gone through, and I sat her down and I began to explain to her how much her thoughts were affecting her life and how she had the power to control her thoughts. And by the time I finished, I said, "Who are you now?" And her entire narrative changed. I saw the light come on in her eyes, and I saw that, yes, this lady is ready to take back her life. So that is how it has been. I mean, we're still on the journey, but
Yes.
yeah, it's building momentum.
Fabulous, fabulous. For the people out there, for the audience out there, you're wondering, what's this thing that David and this team are talking about, purpose? What's so special about purpose? You've got to be in it to actually understand. A person
Right.
with a purpose, ladies and gentlemen out there, a person with a purpose will not crawl out of bed. He or she will jump out of bed because the day is so packed and filled, such that as they do activities, it's part of the DNA.
Right.
And what comes out of that, ladies and gentlemen, is they will spearhead, increase their productivity, do things within a short time, and at the same time achieve the goals that they're looking for. What are some of the benefits coming out of this thing called purpose? It gives meaning, it gives clarity. When you walk out of
Right.
your gate, pardon me, when you walk out of your gate during a day, you know where you're going to go. You turn left, you go to the train station. You turn right, you go to the bus stop. I ask you, while you're sitting in your couch, to think, where are you going in your life? Don't tell me I want a Lamborghini. Don't tell me I want a home. Don't tell me I want a wife or I want a husband. Where are you really going? Because once you understand that and you've got alignment, body, mind, and spirit, you'll be surprised what manifests, what happens to the universe, what happens to you, and how things happen. It's not luck. Yes, you spell luck Luck, but I call luck labor under correct knowledge. You make your luck. And some of the benefits that come out of luck are enormous. We talked about Alzheimer's disease. It rids it. We talk about people who get lonely because their kids are grown, they've gone abroad. It rids that. How? Come and see how we play this game of life. Let's move on to the next question, ladies. And I really would like to sort of deep dive into this a lot more, but time doesn't allow me. How is this purpose affecting other people? And I mean other people apart from you, but more particularly your inner circle. How have they seen it? How have they grown with you changing? And has that implication affected them? If so, in what way? Anya.
Okay. Well, like I said, I love this journey because of the adventurous nature of it. You can't really tell what lies in the next step. And that's what makes it so fun. That's what makes purpose so fun. So, I knew that I needed the resilience, the mental resilience. I needed all of that because I knew that people would come to me. What am I going to offer them? I needed the tenacity. I needed the resilience. I needed the stretch. So while I was just sitting there, somebody calls me and says, there's a mastermind coming up. It's called the Mental Resilience Mastermind. I was like, what? Universe, are you so quick in giving me this answer? I was like, so what does it take to join? And he said, nothing, just join. I'm like, really? I joined it. And thanks to David for that incredible platform. Because out of there, I joined the Fire to Wire platform, where I have had incredible transformation. People see my physical changes and ask me, what's going on? Like, are you open-minded? You ready to join me? Yes. What's going on? Like, okay, I'll show you. And I brought them in, and every single person who has been in there, you can never remain the same way you were in that platform, just being there for a week. And I'm not even exaggerating this. There's something that David always says: knowledge should be applied. Apply what we teach you here, and your transformation is sure. And yes, that is evidenced by the people I have brought in, by the things I have learned, and how I can take this and share it to other people. So I have been able to, learn how to. I used to have terrible deep moods. I would go into deep, dark moods. But when I joined MRM and I was taught the tools, so I have a mental toolkit that I use anytime I need it. And it's been amazing because not only am I using it for myself, now I can teach people about it. And the great thing is that platforms are beginning to open to me to speak to women. And I have an upcoming one just next week. And it's a platform of women. And like David always says, pay this forward. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So I am so glad that I'm not the only beneficiary. Any woman that comes my way and I have the opportunity to share this with, I share with them. And the greatest thing for me is seeing their own transformations happen. Thank you, David.
Thank you so much. Give you a hand for that. Truly appreciate that. Play it forward, guys. Just play it forward. That's all we ask of. Namrata, how is the purpose affecting you and other people within your inner circle?
Thank you for the question, David. I would like to say here that the products in our lab are first tested and then go out for the world. When I knew the importance of purpose in my life, I applied it to my entire home, my kids, my hubby, my in-laws, and they are all working on their purpose. They have achieved, some of them have achieved their purpose, working on it. And now, after that, I have started moving out, reaching to the world, talking about purpose. Doing the need analysis, I find that in Assam, actually, the awareness of purpose in life is low. People think like I used to think when I entered MRM. Why purpose? What question is this? So this is their thought even now, and there is a lot of awareness that I am spreading. I talk about awareness of purpose wherever I go. I give talk shows on it. I do sessions on it. I do workshops on it, and during this, like you said a little ago, that in our Indian culture, women do start feeling void inside. there is the system, that is, this is all going on, that they do everything, they cope up with the system, but they feel void inside. And after a certain age, stopping their studies, going for marriage with their life, they ask me during the sessions or like this in life, that now we cannot go for studies, now what? How do I we attain the purpose in life? And for that I have made a very beautiful acronym, smile, SMILE. And now extending the meaning of this, it stands for spreading of smiles, making contribution to the society, inspiring the society, uh, spreading love, living with authenticity, enjoying the creativity. All these modalities are there, and combining all of them, working on all of them, I do help them to understand that which is the path in life that their heart actually wants to go with. And moving forward in that way, working on that, people are able to understand that what is their purpose in life, how do they achieve their purpose in life. I am helping with them, I am helping people with this right now, and I am happy that this basic work of mine is going on the right track. If I see some months ago and now in Assam, there is actually a difference in the thought process of the people. I have even talked to some newspapers, to some institutions, to some big places. They all now understand the importance of having purpose in life, two steps ahead of goal in life and aim in life. And I really hope that this carries forward, this is spread more everywhere, and people do understand and live a purposeful life. Thank you.
Fantastic, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen out there, in addition to MRM or Mental Resilience Mastery, we have a subunit of that, which is called Fire to Wire. Basically, it's a ritual pattern that we work with individuals in the morning, at night, and during the day, getting them to scale up and consciously aware of where and what they're doing, such that they are triggering their own purpose constantly. So, as part of that, Namrata, can we just have you share your journey through Fire to Wire and how has that impacted you?
Thank you, David. It just brought a big smile on my face. But first, do answer me one question. How much time do I have to speak on this?
2 minutes.
Oh no, this is a very big, long answer question. I need actually 2 hours, more than 2 hours to speak on this.
I'll give you 3 minutes. You negotiated from two to three.
Okay, better bargain. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to tell you that Mental Resilience Mastermind is a platform where our mentor, our mastermind, Mr. David Nair, is an excellent strategist. And Enya will agree with me when I tell this. She knows very well that with so much of perfect strategies, he infuses the best practices of life inside us in such a magical way that when it enters our DNA, we just don't understand, we just don't realize how it has entered our DNA and has become our life practices. Talking about F2A first, Fire to Wire is a morning session, morning 1 hour session where our brains are put to fire to make the wires right. There are a lot of modalities there that are worked upon us. The first one that I would like to mention was I was a very late riser. I loved my bed, my couch, and I used to waste hours and hours of my day sleeping comfortably. Getting out of the bed early is the gift of F2W to me, which has given many more years to my life. Thank you so much. The silence time that we have there, oh my god, it gives so much of insights, no need of anyone else, I myself get so many answers inside me. Then we have sharing period where great buzz moments of life are shared and we all come to know. And the morning time when we get to know these valuable precious lessons of life, it just gets into us infuses in our blood and makes our whole day energetic. Okay, David, time is short, so I can't say more about F2A, F2W.
I'm so happy you were conscious of the time that you stopped. You yourself stopped. I didn't have to stop you. Thank you so much. Let me move on. Let me move on to Anya
MRM.
with the same
David,
question.
David, please allow me. My MRM is still remaining. Just I talked about F2WA. My answer is half. I'll not get full marks then.
Okay, okay. I give you another half a minute.
Okay, I'll try to finish it up soon. So, in MRM, ladies and gentlemen, the most favorite activity that I enjoy is NENN. No excuse, no negativity. Here, we have to keep our gatekeepers, mental gatekeepers on for every second, 24/7. We have
Thank
to
you.
work so hard on it. It is not as easy as it looks. The second
Thank you.
benefit that I get from here is being an author. I have had the privilege of contributing my chapter to Grail 2.0, Take Your Life Right with Purpose. And the bliss that I feel with that is that my inspirational story of life will henceforth inspire every person in the world forever and ever and ever. Thank you so much, David, for this opportunity. I'm really feeling blessed.
Thank
And
you.
the third benefit that I'm going to pick out from my bucket of limitless benefits is the one that will surprise you, David. This is the manifestation, the very strong manifestation that I did, and that was I have my own office now.
Oh,
And
wow.
this is with the help of all my community friends in MRM, Mental Resilience Mastery. Together we manifested. I got a strong internal feeling that I need to have one office, and see, in a couple of weeks, I was able to see that dream true. Tons of thanks to MRM and to you, David. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You took more than a minute. That's okay. I'll let you go this time. Yeah, very important. You mentioned Grail 2.0. To the audience out there, I would like you to also lean towards that book if you are looking for direction and purpose. Please lean towards that book. It will provide you not just a reading, but it'll provide you what I call a direction that you get sunk into. There are 30 authors that will help you crystallize your purpose. And as you go through that, we are now working with a batch that is another 20 to 30, which means our next Grail 3.0 that will be out towards the first quarter of next year, you will have at least 60 authors in that. An anthology of purpose, basically it means an encyclopedia. And you tell me, where would you get a reference point that you could go in, pour your mind and your heart into some individual's story that he or she is sharing, and then use that as a role model to shift your life? Think about it, how you can do that. No other place has that for you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you back to Anya, all the way from Nigeria, to answer the same question. How has Fire to Wire impacted you and your story of MRM?
Like Namrata, I could spend like the entire day talking about it, because um, Fire to Wire is the best hour of my day. In Nigeria, it's 4:30 a.m. I'm jumping up by 4 a.m. I have my internal alarm wakes me up, so I don't need anybody to wake me up. But then the great thing about that community is that if they don't see you, they call you. What's up? We're on, and we join. It's such a family. And I tell people who want to come in that, I don't know. I said, if you come in, test the environment, test it. You'll see that it's a pure environment, because everybody is there not for their differences, but for how we can support each other. And one of the greatest tools that I learned from Fire to Wire is meditation. And in my part of the world, it's not very common. Meditation is not really common here. But I find that when I meditate, it brings me into a deeper awareness of myself, my real and true self. I mentioned earlier that I used to have deep dark moods. I don't have them anymore. I don't have them anymore. And even when I feel myself slipping, I have the right tool to use to pull myself up. So most of the time, when my moods last for weeks, now within hours or even minutes now, it's over. So I cannot, adequately express the power, the knowledge, the wisdom that community brings. And like Namrata said, there's a time for sharing. Nobody is afraid to expose their wounds there. It's a safe place, non-judgmental. Nobody is there based on religion or anything. We're just there as a unit of people who want to support each other. And it's been so amazing. And I am still ever giving David the credit for allowing us this opportunity. He's just pouring value into us and at no cost. So David, I want to say thank you. What you are doing for me is helping so many women around me. So many women around me. I teach them now about meditation, and they come back to tell me how much it is working in their lives. So MRM has given me the platform to be an author. I am also part of the Grail book, and my chapter is there. And I am so happy that I can use my story to help other people all around the world. So thank you so much, David.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good. Ladies, let's move on. I noticed we slipped somewhere. Neither of you picked it up. I would like you, in the course of running through, would you like to share how it's evolved for you to have your purpose statement put out and how that is spearheading the people around you? Because that's going to be your flag mask that you're going to hold up as you do your masterminds, your programs, etc. Enya.
Yeah, so my purpose is to help women awaken their minds so that you can create those dreams that you never would have before and transform your life from imagination to reality. Why? The change of one person in a family is a change to the entire family. And every family also affects community. So this is the power of purpose. And this is what I want to do. Thank you, David.
Fabulous. 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 Give you a clap. You really did a good job on that. Namrata, up northeast, what are we going to do up there?
Regarding the purpose,
Your statement.
yeah, my purpose statement, my purpose in life is to bring people in alignment with their purpose in life so that they create a feeling of bliss inside and thus create a ripple effect of peace, happiness, and satisfaction around the world.
Fabulous.
That's my
Great.
purpose statement, which I picked from the life of my father in law and mine, looking back everywhere, and living with it is a bliss.
Great. Now, when we put the two together, you're not going to do this out there in the public through this journey. But before you can do that, I'd like you to share your largest breakthrough that you've had coming to MRM, and what did it really pinpoint, an area of strength or weakness or empowerment, whatever. How did you get your breakthrough from that? And what was it?
Yeah, that's for me.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the question, David. I really wanted that I just wanted to share my breakthrough, and that's really fabulous. You must be thinking that I am the alone person from my family who is doing MRM, right? See, David, that is not so. My entire family is getting the benefit of MRM. Even if you listen to the vocabularies, our terms of MRM are all there. It is being used the whole day. Jokes apart, uh, being a parent, our greatest concern is raising our kids well.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
have been consistently working on it since the birth of my children. Actually, I worked very hard on them, but after joining MRM, I see my kids I have joined MRM and my kids are more focused, more mentally strong, more resilient, going to forward in their path of purpose of life very well. I'm so satisfied. We have small breakthroughs which makes us really feel very great, and we do celebrate that. I would like to share one such breakthrough.
Please.
Like I told before, NENN is my favorite, and the whole house knows about it, that she is on an NENN activity round the clock. Earlier, what used to happen is when there would be small trifles in house, we would have small fights. That's common in every house, but it would increase. We would blame, we would accuse, we would abuse, we would hurt each other. It would increase for minutes, for hours, for days, maybe, thus creating a very bad effect on the entire environment. But after starting NENN, what happens now is as soon as I break my NENN, my whole family is on a guard. When she'll break, when she'll break, they want me to break it. And when and as soon as I shout, I say something, it's like, hey, you have broken your NENN. And now the mood doesn't get bad. No abusing, no cursing, no nothing. Just from the second that I break my NEN and my complete environment of the house changes, it improves. I start to gain strength again to start my NEN. And my MRM community knows that she never takes the next day to start NEN. I don't say that I will start my NEN tomorrow. I started there and then, and that is my greatest breakthrough, that I am even happy to break my NENN, because that has given me that has given me a lot, really. And now we enjoy doing our morning rituals together, going for walks, enjoying the whole day. The entire process of the day is on a to-do list now. We complete our works with list. We all have our whiteboards having our lists, and we perform, we enjoy each moment of life. And I tell you that it's not only me and my family who is doing that. The effect of this mindset, this strong mental mindset, is seen in my neighborhood, in my community, in my society, in my state, in my country, in the entire world. I see the effect, and then I'm so happy and grateful that the epicenter of this divine earthquake is me and my home. I am so very thankful, David. Thank you so much.
Fabulous, fabulous. Namrata, it's interesting for the audience now are wondering, you've used the word NENN. They're wondering, what is this? Is this some sort of a biryani or some sort of a food? Now, for the audience out there, let me just tell you, it's none of that, but it's this: no excuses, no negativity. And it's a practice that we put through in Fire to Wire to encourage the whole team to be in that frame and in that state. And once you're in that state, it increases your vibrations to certain levels from about 420, 430 cycles per second to about 600 cycles per second. And when you're in that state, nothing falters. And you will be working your heart out in doing your best, whether it's talking to people, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's doing a task, whether it's your work, you will be performing at 10x. You want to know more? Come and visit us at MRM.
That's right.
That's right. And you, Enya, what's your perspective to that?
Oh my gosh. I have a very active 6-year-old now who used to make me pull my hair out. So the tools that I learned NENN, even though I was telling Namrata yesterday that was it yesterday or today, that I'm back to day one, but it's been really good. I remember just a few days back, he was coming at me like he was really coming at me rapid fire. But you know what? There was no reaction from me. I told myself, said, you're not going to yell. You're just going to answer him. And he kept coming, mommy, and I would answer him, mommy, and I would answer him. And I was so proud of myself after that entire session. I was like so proud of myself that I didn't lose it. So these are just some of the things. And I mean, even aside, my child, my husband, dealing with him, I learned to put my gatekeepers up. And immediately I sense that there is a vibrational shaking. I say to myself, gatekeepers, shut the door. So I'm so excited about all these tools, and I want to share it with all the women I know so that they too can enjoy the peace and the joy that life is supposed to give to us. Not this constant turbulence and, unhappiness. No. So that's what it has been. There's so much more. There's no time.
Yeah, I know. There's so much more. Ladies, it's been a great privilege and pleasure to talk with you, but it actually unfolds where you were to where you are currently. Now, moving from here to the next step, it's going to be not an easy task, but it's going to be the same principle. You fall 6 times, you get up 7. You fall 6 times, you get up 7. But to the people out there, I really would like to extend an invitation, and I'm not pitching this for any other purpose, but for what Namrata was talking about, for you to look at where are you really going, what are you really doing, and how can you curtail some of these issues and challenges. And the door is open, not only just to attend this session, but there is another session that we do in LinkedIn that you're welcome to have a look at. And that's on Tuesday afternoons at 4 p.m. So what this does is to provide people a platform, especially in the day and age that we are in, to allow them to breathe, basically. That's what I say. Your precious gift given to you by your creator, by the universe, is your breath of life. Your breath of life. What you do with that breath of life is your gift back to that universe or that creator. It could be a half-hearted job, no issues. He will take it wholeheartedly. It could be a job that's extended and stretched to its maximum, no issues. He will also take that wholeheartedly. My question is, which of the 2 trays that you're going to offer up would he have a preference for? The tray 1 with a half-hearted job, or the tray 2 with full heart and contentment? Obviously, it goes without speaking, tray 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's your gift back. Why can't you reach out and stretch a little more than what you do now? Just 1%, not 10%, just 1% more, and see where it takes you in life. You'll be surprised. Coming back to the ladies, one quick word for the audience before we close, as we're getting close to the time. Your summary of what you've done, where you've gone. Take a few minutes for you to think about and share what you think the public would benefit from.
Okay. Well, for me, it still amazes me how what I considered ruins has become a palace of purpose. And I'm so happy that I have this opportunity, to share with people that, yes, I had to make meaning out of my sister's, death. But I'm glad for this opportunity to do so today. And though she's not here, she can still move through me. I know she'll be cheering me on and say, go girl, tell them.
Yes, for sure.
Don't make the mistakes I made, let them know who they are, and I still want to, use this opportunity to wholeheartedly say thank you to David for all that you have given to me. Right. And the final word that I will leave with the audience is that you can be more, you can do more, and you can have more, because you have been created for expansion and expression. So do not settle for anything other than the best that life wants to offer you. And I say to you, always choose life. That's what I'll say. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Enya. Now to you, Namrata, and your final words to the audience.
Thank you, David. I've already said so much, my heart out. I'm so happy that today I got a platform to express my heart out, to tell my journey of life so that it may inspire some, at least, to carry on with their journey of life in a better way. But when I have to give one sentence, which I think I would like to give to the viewers to just think upon, is everyone viewing the program now or who will be viewing the program later on also, if you have a purpose in life, if you are already living a purposeful life, I would like to heartily congratulate you for living such a blissful life. And for those who are yet to find their purpose in life, I would like to say, please go and search for it. From my experience in life, I can say that it's really there. Everyone on planet Earth is definitely sent here with a definite major purpose. It's just left upon us to go and search for it. Please go and have a look back in your life where you can search that what your actual purpose is. And when you will find your purpose in life, the biryani of your life will taste really good, the flavor will come out well, and you will enjoy every moment of your life truly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. That's going to be a tagline for MRM, biryani,
I
since we
think I need
landed
to
in
taste
Hyderabad.
biryani. I
Yeah.
need to
Okay.
taste
Okay.
biryani too.
Ladies, thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. And to the audience, it's been a great privilege and pleasure to be able to host this session for you. Do not forget, we are also hosting a similar session on Monday with two different authors and two different speakers, again from two different parts of the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for your time. Truly appreciate your presence, and we look forward to connecting with you again. Sayonara, as they say in Japan, ciao, as they say in Italy, and vanakkam, as they say in India. What does it say in Nigeria?
Um, we have so many languages. Odabo.
Odabo. Thank you. Excellent, ladies. Thank you so much. Ciao for now.
Take care,
Bye.
everyone. Have a very, very good time. Take care of yourself and your purpose in life.
Yes. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
David. Thank you, Enya. Thank you so much.